Well, here with Chris Duncan, how are we doing today?
Good mate, good. How are you?
Not too bad. How are things generally, like just with lockdown and life recently?
Pretty good to be honest, mate. I've been just keeping myself to myself and just managing to do what I can when I can. You maybe seen before on my Instagram and stuff like that. I've been out on the track. I've been out, doing some running, some biking. I've just been doing what I can. The old saying, "Piss with the cock you got." So just making do, and I've had a lot of time to focus on myself. Usually I've been working from about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and now I've had the time to be able to lie in the morning and say, for instance, miss a meal, and I've lost quite a lot of weight. I was sitting about 87 kilo when I came into quarantine, and that's when I was training, and I've managed to get myself right down about 82, 83 now. So it's been like a knight in shining armour almost, So this now, the next step for me is get me another fight and then start maybe stepping away from doing PTs in the morning and stuff like that, and really focus on my MMA career, because it's been really easy for me this quarantine,
Yeah. Last time I spoke to you, you were sort of getting ready for Bellator Dublin.
Yep.
I think Ryan Roddy was still the opponent then.
Oh yes, it was.
So obviously he had dealt with a late change.
Yeah.
The guy was more experienced, but I think he's the most experienced guy that we've.
Yeah, on paper, on paper.
How did you find the change, and then obviously the fight itself?
Well, what happened is they'd given me a couple of names. They gave me a guy that was 3-0, and then they gave me Mateusz that was 13-4, 13-5 at the time. I didn't want to go back and fight a guy at 3-0 when I'm at 6-0, so it worked in both ways. There was a bit of footage about Mateusz, so I had a look at him as well, and there was also obviously the kind of scalp as such from him, be having such a good record. So I thought I'll go with him and fight him, and then it turned out, my manager said, still at 70, yeah? And I was like, yeah, I'll fight at 70. I was like, make sure you tell him if he's going to pull out and it's to do with weight, I don't mind fighting him at catch weight. He said, no, it'll be fine, just fight at 70. So then I went off the phone. 2 minutes later, he phoned back, 160 it is, so we fought at 160. But, I thought to myself, this guy's supposed to be on paper better than me, so I thought I'll take that fight and show Bellator what I'm made of. And as you've seen from my performance, it was probably, I don't think it was my best performance, but looking back on it, I made good work of him. It's like I showed the level of fighting that I can put out. So I was just glad that I took that fight rather than fighting somebody at 3-0. It's just not in my nature to do that sort of stuff. Why go backwards? So I'm really happy at how I performed, especially adjusting with it, because I was really focusing on Ryan Roddy, and then managed to get this Piskorz, his name is. So got him done, and as you've seen, that was quite dominant.
Yeah. Set's quite controlled, and you didn't rush it too much.
No, that was mainly probably to do with the Roddy camp. A lot of people said he's a good grappler. So you got to keep your distance, got to be smart. You're fighting at the highest level, so you need to make sure you're not making silly mistakes. So it transitioned over really well from that fight to that fight. So just glad it went the way it went.
Yeah. I think I've seen an interview with you afterwards with, I think it was MMA UK.
Oh.
It was, I guess just with everything, the event and just the amount of work you put in.
Yeah, it was
emotions sort of.
Yeah. So there was a lot riding in that fight for me, financially as well. I put my heart and soul in at the camp. I'd actually, because Bellator do brain scans and stuff like that. I went and got a credit card and just whipped it off the credit card and I didn't pray for the best. I trained hard for it, and if it all fucked up, I would have been probably in a wee bit of debt. But it just the realisation that now I thought that's me not made it. You know what I mean? I was like, I've managed to get myself in a position that I can fight for a living now, and it was just a bit overwhelming, because I sacrificed a lot in that camp. My girlfriend, she was helping me out with money here and there, and not massive amounts of money, but I was struggling, and a couple of my clients is like if they like pulled out and weren't coming back, I probably wouldn't be able to put fuel in the car and stuff like that. But we got there in the end, and it was just a massive relief, and it felt like it all bundled up over the years of me just kind of scraping by and not having much money, and it just onto there, and I was just kind of sitting. I remember being on the medical bed thinking, I've just got a lot of money in my bank account. So it felt quite good in a way, and I'm quite an emotional character, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, so it was good, that feeling, And it didn't help how it was like Katie Hunter was there as well. She was going, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine."
I suppose I was looking back. I think it's like almost a year ago when you were fighting in the UFL fight, and you were signed back then.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've only had the one after that fight. You only had the one fight since, but how has this year been for you, sort of as a professional?
It's been great, other than not having as many fights as I would like to. Back in my amateur days, I kind of treated it like a pro career, and obviously the record looks great, but I didn't get much cage time. Most of my fights were finished in the first round, second round. So I kind of regret it in that sense, but don't in another sense. But I'm looking to get busy again. That's why I'm so lean at the moment. I wanted to be ready. I'd love Bellator just to say, listen, you've got a fight in 4 weeks, and I'll be like, okay, I'll be ready. So keep my weight down and be professional, and just be ready for what comes next, because I feel that I need to be a bit busier this year, especially with everything that's happened. It's crazy times that we're living in just now.
Yeah. Maybe you've sort of seen it with I don't know, with boxing, like particularly just because I think there's been more shows, but I think more boxers and maybe even MMA fighters might want to take more risks and stuff because of this, not wanting to sit around and...
Yeah.
Do you think that will happen at all, or do you think it'll be...
I'm willing to take the risk, and I'm just one of the many fighters, so I think everybody's going to have to take a risk early on, unless you're ready to fight. If you're not ready to fight now, you're not going to really take the risk, And I think the way that everything's going with Bellator and stuff like that, they're just going to announce an event, and anybody that wants to be on that card and is willing to put the work in will be on that card, I would reckon. So I want to be ready. I'd kick myself in the arse if I wasn't ready for it, So I think fighting's a risky business anyway. So you've got to just go out on a whim and just get about it,
Yeah, I was going to say, have you heard anything with events at all, or because I think there's the one in October.
I think that's kind of the talk, but I think the date's kind of like varying. They don't know when the date will be, because obviously Dublin are a bit far ahead with this quarantine stuff, so I think they're kind of waiting to see if they could get a crowd in and go from there, But I'll be ready by then. Like, I'm ready now. Give me 4 weeks, I'll make weight, ready to go now. Like,
opponents wise, I guess Ryan Roddy's probably the easiest fight to make that's already been made, or?
Well, do you know what? Like we said, they're just going to have to risk it and see what's happening. Like, they're going to put a name in front of me, and I'm probably just going to sign the paper. So I don't care. I'm not really in a position at the moment to, like, I've just had one fight in Bellator. Well, I've had two, but I've had one fight in Bellator. Who am I? Nobody really knows who I am. But a couple of fights, and then I can start calling out some names, and then I can start making a stand for myself. You don't just walk in there with your chest up and say, I want this, I want that. It's like I was in my pro career, and I was kind of like at the top of the circuit about here, and now I went right to the very back again. So I just need to work my way back up the ladder, and it's like my job, isn't it? You've got to prove yourself. So I'm more than happy to do so, and just whatever name they fling forward, I'll just sign that wee dotted line and then just try and put them away.
Keep a couple of names tucked away for the future then?
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of good fights out there. A lot of exciting fights that kind of excite me as well. like a good stand-up battle, or even I'd like to test myself against some grapplers and that as well. Because not very many people have seen me wrestle and grapple. People always think I'm knocking people. Well, I'm knocking people out, but I'm actually alright at wrestling.
We're sort of talking about quarantine life. How have you found it sort of mentally?
Mentally, it's been quite good. Yeah, like I say, I've had a lot of time to myself. There's been a lot of people are trying to do more. I did this 10k, I did this 5k, I ran this half marathon. when I really took a step back and focused on some skill set things, like I did a wee bit of yoga. I've kind of came away from that now because the training is starting to pick back up, but I've took it in my stride and learnt some new things and understood and took the time to understand a little bit more about diet and nutrition, and I just feel overall it's given me time to think about myself, because I was working a full-time job and fighting on Bellator, and not many people are doing that, and it's given me the time to realise that I don't need to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning with these clients, because in quarantine I've managed to live off what I've been paid and just keep moving forward and still being able to train as hard. So I think this is like a knight in shining armour for everybody, and understand that you can't have everything all the time, you can't go out to Nando's and that all the time. So it's been good. I just hope everybody keeps up the fitness goals, everybody's out walking, running, I just hope everybody keeps it up, and rather than look for the short term by putting on the mask, long term get in the gym and make your immune system as strong as it possibly can be,
As well, you sort of talking financially, like obviously I'm imagining this Bellator deal has helped you massively during this time when obviously you would have been self-employed and doing personal training, which could have been tough. Yeah,
it kind of came at the right time, to be honest. Me and my girlfriend are looking to get a house together, so I'm hoping to get all that read up and away in the next couple of weeks or so. So it's just getting. I'm not moving in a mansion or that, but it's been great for me. It seems like all the hard work I've done has been getting repaid now. So just looking to hit it step by step again and start moving up, not only in fighting, but in my life. Getting on and maybe invest in some businesses and stuff like that, and actually start turning over some money. And being smart about it.
Yeah. Training wise, obviously, Rob Whiteford's someone you train with regularly. I've seen pictures of Ross Houston.
Yeah, I've been training with everybody. As soon as I got that, we got an email from our managers saying that elite level MMA athletes, football teams, rugby teams, they're all allowed to go back to sports. So as soon as I got that, straight back to wrestling, straight back to sparring. So I've been training with. I went down to Darren's gym and stuff like that, and Dean Calbon, and I've just been making the sacrifices now because I'm doing fuck all else. So getting in the gym and getting all those things that you need two bodies for. I worked a lot of fitness and a lot of kind of strength and conditioning stuff in the gym when I wasn't allowed to meet up with people. But now that I'm allowed to meet up with people and get training again, I'm really focusing on getting back wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and then back sparring as well, obviously with Big Ross. So it's been good. And it's given me a wee bit of a break too, because getting punched in the head for a living is not very safe here for your body,
I guess life, endurance-wise for the sport, keeps you going a bit longer.
Yeah, well, definitely. It gives me a wee bit. I've got a really bad bent septum inside my nose, and if I spar quite regularly, I split the inside of my nose. So that's had a good rest. So touch wood, it's not been giving me a bit of bother, but it's pretty bad. My whole septum's really bent inside. So any private doctors out there, you can give me a wee shout and we can maybe sort something out with my big beak.
How was it down, sort of training with Darren Till and stuff?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was really good. Really nice guys, all tough. You know what they're like in Liverpool. They're all tough as nails. So we went down there, and the guys were really welcoming in the gym. Good sparring, good wrestling. I felt like it was just like walking into my own gym at home, and it's you get this kind of false sense of like you walk in the gym and you're like, I'll quite admit it, a bit starstruck seeing Darren Till. I was like, for fuck's sake. But the guy just walked up to me, "Hi mate, how you doing?" And I was like, "All right, how's it going?" Shook his hand. Everybody's just normal, and as you get up the ranks and stuff like that, you realise that we're all just people and try to get on with life, And Darren was chatting away to me, and he was actually helping me out a wee bit with some technique at the end. It was really fun, It's an amazing sport, MMA, because people that play football, you can't just go and play football with your favourite team, and I can pretty much go to any gym in the world and train with my favourite MMA fighter, So maybe in the future I'll go and train with Donald Cerrone and that. So he's my favourite fighter. So I'll go and hopefully if he's here and I can come down to his ranch.
How do you see Darren's fight with Kid going?
I think Darren will knock him out with his left hand. I think he's a heavy hitter. He's a heavy hitter. But I just think Darren Till's on the way up, you know, and Whittaker's a wee. Don't know. You just have a feeling. I'll probably beat my words now. You know, I put a bet on at the weekend there, and I was one fight away from being 180 quid up. I was like, oh god. But MMA is a crazy sport, isn't it? There's so many ways to win and lose. You know, that's why it's so up and down, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Obviously, talking about Ross, since the last interview, he's obviously signed with Bellator. It's a good few Scots now. I know I've talked to you about it before, about getting an event up here, obviously. Probably hit the works a little bit, but very much more real, especially with him signing.
Well, me, Robert, Chris Bungard, Ross Houston, who else? Callum Muni fought in Bellator as well, you know, so there's a fair few Scottish folk just poking through. You know, they're all liking the Dublin folk now, but I think the Scottish folk are starting to kind of peel their way through, you know. I don't know how it goes with events and stuff like that, I don't know how it all works, but there's definitely the pool to bring. I think we could sell at the Hydro Light. I'll sell you a ticket. But you know what I mean? It's just the Scottish fan base is just as good as the Irish. I think the Scottish and the Irish are very, very similar in their mannerisms and their crack and how they go about their lives. You know, I think we'd be able to sell it out. You know, because we've got such passion. You know, like things like being patriotic and stuff like that. It's a big thing in Scotland. Like. It's huge, you know, and same with Ireland, you know, they're really proud of their country, and I'm quite proud of my country as well, so I really do think we'd sell that place out, like, definitely.
I guess the different flavours to Conor McGregor.
Yeah, exactly, aye. Well, fucking sells it in minutes, doesn't it, if it was in Ireland. You know, it's funny that I've never fought in a big arena other than Dublin. I'm fighting in minors clubs and all that recently, and everybody's like, that Dublin card was like, that's like an event to be on. I was like, I don't know any different. So, like, it was loud. Like, I remember it. Were you there at all? No,
I wasn't.
Oh, mate, see how loud it was. Like, I've been at a couple of gigs and stuff like that as well. I was like, fucking hell, this is a bit mental. But even like when I first walked out, when I fought Sam, like I walked out and I walked around the cage and I was like walking out, and then the heat, even just from the crowd, it was like somebody was blowing a hot fan at me. I was like, for fuck's sake. And they're all booing me, and it was brilliant. I loved it. I could feel the energy of the crowd, you know, it was good. And, you know, like people are saying, you know, you might have to do it behind closed doors with no fans and that. Like, it wouldn't really bother me, but I did quite like the fans there the last time, because I'd obviously never really fought in front of a massive crowd, you know. I've been fighting all these mad places. Like, where was that last place I fought? The Brunton. I know, it was mad that, eh? I think there was more fights outside the cage than there was inside.
I remember
they were all fighting.
I definitely remember a fight outside.
Some of them, I think some of them were my pals as well, weren't they? I was like, oh. And one of the videos as well, my girlfriend's brother had a video with it. You see my pals all climbing up the cage and I won. I was like, oh, you can't do that.
You can get away with that. Maybe
you'll not get that at Bellator, eh? Fucking hell. I was just like laughing, you know, because it's like, it was just a show, eh? And it was just... it was pretty wild. It's good fun though, eh? That's what makes MMA so good, you know. You can go from the very, very bottom to the very, very top within a matter of... Well, that's me being pro 2 years now, you know, and I'm fighting in one of the biggest promotions in the world, you know. It's fantastic. It feels good, you know. It feels good.
Anything else you'd like to add at all?
No, just get me a fight. If anybody knows that anybody wants to fight, just give me a wee shout. I'd love to hear some news of a fight. There's a lot of hearsay and this and that, you know, but until I sign that dotted line, I'm not going to keep my hopes up. So just hopefully get a fight really soon and we can get moving with it. But I think this time's going to be good for everybody, but I think it's time for it to fuck off.
Good stuff. Listen, thanks for your time, and
no problem.
Hopefully see you soon.
Yeah, perfect.